A ruthless billionaire took in an orphaned homeless girl. But what she revealed would shatter his past and change his life forever. Let's begin. Nicholas Anderson sat behind his sleek glass desk, high above the bustling city skyline. Meetings, deals, calls. Every day was the same. More zeros, more power, more isolation. His empire, Anderson Enterprises, dominated the tech world. But inside, Nicholas felt nothing. He hadn't always been this way. Years ago, he was the one on the streets, hungry, cold, invisible. But through grit and sheer will, he climbed from a homeless teen to one of the wealthiest men in America. In the process, he lost touch with his emotions and with himself. That evening, as his limousine wove through the chaotic streets, something caught his eye. A little girl, no older than 10, sat alone on the curb. Filthy clothes, tangled hair, an oversized hoodie hiding her face. Nicholas looked away. Another homeless child. He'd seen many. But something about her stirred a memory. He tried to forget her, but that night, he couldn't sleep. And every night after, he saw her in the same spot. Until one evening, he saw something else. Teenagers were surrounding the girl, laughing, taunting, throwing food. One tried to yank her hoodie off. "Stop the car," Nicholas ordered. Without thinking, he stepped out. The teens scattered the moment they saw him, towering, sharp-suited, cold-eyed. "Are you all right?" he asked her. She stared, silent, clutching her knees. "Do you have anywhere to go?" She shook her head, barely. "Come with me." She hesitated, then stood. Back at his penthouse, Nicholas realized he had no idea what to do. He wasn't the kind of man who took people in. Not strays, not kids. And yet, here she was. "Are you hungry?" She nodded. As she devoured her meal, he asked, "What's your name?" "Maya," she whispered. "How long have you been out there?" She shrugged. "A while." Nicholas let her stay, just for the night. But the days passed and she was still there. And strangely, he didn't mind. She began to open up. A tragic story. Parents lost in a car crash, years bouncing through the foster system, until she ran. Nicholas saw in her the same pain he had once carried, the same fire. And for the first time in years, he began to care. Maya was bright, sharper than her age, insightful, resilient. He found himself looking forward to their quiet dinners. The silence between them wasn't empty, it was healing. But one evening, something she said stopped him cold. They were watching TV when he asked gently, "What was your father's name?" She hesitated. Tom Reed." Nicholas froze. Tom Reed, his best friend from the streets, his only friend, the one who had stuck by him when the world had turned its back. Until Nicholas got his break, and Tom didn't. Their paths split, and guilt buried the friendship deep. Now, Tom's daughter was sitting beside him. That night, Nicholas couldn't sleep. Had Tom really died? Did he ever know he had a daughter? The next morning, Nicholas dug into Tom's past, and what he found broke him. Tom had struggled after they lost contact, tried to start a business, failed. Eventually, he died in a car crash, on his way to see Nicholas. He had been coming to ask for help. Nicholas felt crushed by guilt. He had failed the only person who ever truly cared for him. And now, Maya, Tom's daughter, was under his roof. Unaware of the role Nicholas had played in her father's tragic end. Then came another storm. Gregory Sinclair, Nicholas's lifelong rival, had learned about Maya. He filed for custody, claiming Nicholas was unfit. He painted a picture of a cold, emotionally detached billionaire exploiting a poor girl for sympathy. Nicholas was furious. He knew Gregory didn't care about Maya. He just wanted revenge. The legal battle was brutal, and Gregory had the upper hand. Maya overheard the discussions. She didn't understand everything, but she knew one thing. She didn't want to leave. That night, she ran away. Nicholas was frantic. He searched the streets, haunted by the thought of losing her. And then he found her, at the park, on the same curb where they had first met. Tears ran down her cheeks. "Why did you run?" he asked softly. "I don't want to go with him," she sobbed. "I want to stay with you." Nicholas held her close. "I won't let that happen." I promise. That promise became his mission. Nicholas did the unthinkable. He went public. He told the world his story, how he had once been homeless, how Tom Reed had saved him, and how he had failed Tom when he needed him most. It was a dangerous move in the corporate world. But something incredible happened. The public supported him. They respected his honesty. His vulnerability made him human. Gregory's plan collapsed. Nicholas won the case. Maya stayed. But Nicholas knew winning wasn't enough. He stepped down as CEO of Anderson Enterprises. He adopted Maya legally, and together they created something new, the Reed Foundation, an organization to support homeless children, so no child would feel invisible like they once did. Years passed, and one day, Nicholas sat in the audience of Maya's high school graduation. She walked across the stage, confident, radiant. Then she turned to the crowd and spoke. "To the man who gave me everything when I had nothing," she said, eyes on Nicholas. "Thank you for showing me that kindness is stronger than wealth, and that love can heal the deepest wounds." The crowd erupted in applause, but all Nicholas could hear was his heartbeat. For the first time in decades, he felt alive.